Yo, chat, today we're reviewing Chibi reviews. I have no idea who this person is, but apparently something happened.
Welcome to an all-new Lay It On Me. Allow me to lay it on you. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. I'm pretty sure over the weekend, I just witnessed one of the largest one-sided internet beatdowns that I may have ever seen in my entire internet career.
That was a bad intro. Who gave you that shit idea?
You guys ever seen somebody get like jumped in real life or beat up? You know, usually that lasts
Is
for like
that a cat? What the hell is wrong with that cat? Why did you turn your cat into a poodle?
Seconds, a minute tops, and and then it's over. This dude by the name of Chibi Reviews got dogpiled by the internet for 3 to 4 days straight and counting, with slander levels that I wouldn't even wish on my worst enemy. It was so bad that all I could do is I would cover my mouth.
Sir, what's this about?
So bad that all I could do is I would cover my mouth audibly while looking at my phone at some of the posts and tweets that were circulating. It was diabolical. And today we're going to kind of talk about what happened in case you guys don't know, or in case you do know, you just wanted to see.
I have no idea, and I don't know who this person is at all.
Now, a quick disclaimer. I usually don't like to talk about these types of events. Usually things that are like extremely messy or have to do things with like people's mental health issues or extremely personal, right? Something about it feels like icky, bad juju. And when someone's getting jumped this much, okay, usually you don't want to get into the crossfire. Sometimes you just gotta be a spectator.
I don't know who it is.
Trust me on this. But enough of you guys begged for me to cover it, and the person involved, Chibi, seems to be publicizing and monetizing these events, so I figure it wouldn't be in bad taste to just summarize the events for you guys. Also, and to be very clear, guys, this video is not an attempt to attack or dogpile Chibi Reviews. I do not support or condone harassment toward anyone. It's just not how I personally like to communicate on the internet. This is more so to inform you guys on the big event that went down publicly, and also to tell you guys how I feel about it. Also important to know
Your Highness.
Oh, Your Highness, I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
And apparently this feud has been long standing, okay? So there's been a lot of people who have not been happy with this guy for years for reasons I don't know. So I might miss some of that information because apparently that list is ginormous, and I'm not here to give you that. I'm here to just talk about this jumping. So who is Chibi Reviews? Chibi Reviews is a YouTuber.
Is that the person?
I'm here to just talk about this jumping. So who?
That looks like the most normal human I've ever seen. Why we got non-Christmas variant of Christmas hat?
Who is Chibi Reviews?
I don't know.
Chibi Reviews is a YouTuber. If you go to his YouTube website, it says, "Hello, my name is Chibi and I'm just another crazy otaku." I guess you could say I love anime and manga way too much. For those of you guys at home who don't know what an otaku is, it's just a weeb, usually an anime nerd who really likes Japanese and anime stuff, okay? Nerd stuff, It's one of those guys. If you take a look at his YouTube page, it looks like he's made videos like They've Ruined This, My Hero Academia scene, 7 years ago, Meet Papa Bone Daddy's Daughter. So yeah, dude likes talking about anime. That's just who
I figured based on the name. Cause like Chibi style in video games is like the 2D like squishy little characters. Like in Pokemon games. That's Chibi style, like the original Pokemon games. Up until Generation 5, they were Chibi style. So I just imagine 2.5D? No. 2D. I'm not talking about Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I'm talking about anything from Black and White 2 and before.
he is or what he was until more recently. His online Twitter persona has shifted more to politics, with a lot of people suggesting that he's been swinging into.
I thought otaku meant terminal hentai watcher. I mean, that's part of it, probably. I don't think that's the full definition.
The alt-right pipeline and saying things that are usually like pro-MAGA or pro-ICE or, you know, those things along the line. Apparently there's some type of rumor about a GoFundMe that he did. He raised some money from his community and people are wondering what happened to the funds, and a lot of people are calling him scammer. But that's him in a nutshell. Okay, there's a lot more out there. He has a lot of supporters and he has a lot of haters. A very polarizing person for many reasons, for making lots of commentary about a lot of different things that I literally cannot cover in one single video. At least I just don't want to. I want to talk about him getting jumped. So anyway, on February 11th, he said, I want to die, followed by another tweet that he had deleted, but then said, deleted the post with my hospital armband. To clarify, I am fine and was discharged this morning from the hospital. I had a mental break and I did almost die last night, but I was saved at the last moment. Honestly, don't want to elaborate too much further on it if I can help it. As you guys have probably imagined, he has further elaborated on it. In which the next day he said, just lost my fiance, my best friend, and my entire friend group in 24 hours. I have never been more alone than right now. Dang. And the way that he lost his fiance and his best friend is because apparently
bro got revived at 2 health. Damn. That's crazy. I'm assuming they don't mean that they died, right?
he caught them cheating.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's how he lost them both. And then he made a video, said, this video is for me to process everything and give closure to myself. I leave it as a record of everything that has happened, for I can try to put my life back in order. This post makes it final to accept everything and come to terms with everything. So he's decided, you know what? I'm just going to let everybody know what occurred, what happened. It's titled, I Lost Everything. And surprisingly, even though he's been getting dunked on by Twitter, you know, on here with the actual YouTube video, he has 27,000 likes, only 3,000 dislikes. So his support on his YouTube channel is there.
I'm making this video as more of a statement to myself. This video is for me. To put all my thoughts together and just work things out in my own way. Because one of the ways
I know this guy's going through a lot, but he needs to shave his face.
Always
sorry.
Gotten through trauma and hardships in my life, especially in these last years, is to just focus on work, to make videos. It's the only joy that I really have.
You said he made a video for himself and then uploads it? Just journal or something? Well, I mean, I don't know this guy. I don't know if his relationship was public. If it was, then that would be a reason why. But if it wasn't, then yeah, it seems a little strange to upload. Bro got the cock hair on his chin. No, for real. I'm just like, some people really want facial hair and they just can't do it. And at that point, just don't do it then. Like, if you're not physically able to do it, don't do it.
So, you all saw the post. You all have seen.
We can't all be James Harden.
You've seen what I've said in the last 24, how many hours? I don't know. It's just, I'm just going to give you a full rundown of just everything that happened. Maybe I'm oversharing. This will be used against me to mock me or whatever. Well, like I said, I'm saying all this just to clear my head. Just because if I say it,
Bro said Mission Impossible Henry Cavill mustache was low-key fuckable. I'm straight as hell. Yeah, I don't think that was a W take. I'm gonna be honest. And then they had to CGI out his fucking mustache for Justice League.
It's done. It's over. Like,
Okay, so he is it's been a minute and 30 seconds, but he's saying that he has something that he wants to talk about his audience, and he wants to get off his chest, and his only joy is content creation and making YouTube videos, especially now when it sounds like his fiance is gone. Anyway, that's the vibe. It's a 16-minute video, but I'll just summarize it TLDR for you guys. He basically said that afterwards of finding out, he went to the liquor store, he got some alcohol, he drove somewhere, and then he just started drinking, apparently to the point of near death.
He said he went to the Lego store?
Summarize it TLDR for you guys. He basically said that afterwards of finding out, he went to the liquor store, he
That's what I would do. I would go to the Lego store too, bro. I'm gonna get a Lego Death Star at that point.
got some alcohol, he drove somewhere, and then he just started drinking, apparently to the point of near death. He then said that one of his friends, Nicholas Light, did a wellness check, and cops found him, inches before drinking himself to death. The officer then escorted him to a hospital, where he then went there for a mental evaluation. He then said he went back home to talk about his fiance and some of his gaming friends. Apparently, none of his gaming buddies cared. Like, they were just like, yeah, that sucks, but I'm gonna keep playing video games with your best friend who just cheated with your fiance, which is absolutely like, god damn. And then from there, he basically talks about how this is one of the worst betrayals he's ever had, and also that he appreciates his community as well. But this just triple whammy of losing his fiance, losing his best friend, and losing his social circle is absolutely wild. I honestly don't know what type of social... The fact that your friends would support such a situation, in my opinion, is absolutely wild.
Well, I mean...
No! 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 No!
I mean, I don't have any of those things, and I'm doing great. I'm doing really, really great. It's fantastic.
Michael, don't leave me here.
Okay, but this is his version of the events. I don't think the fiance or the friend or anybody else has come out to talk about what's happened, but this is just Chibi's version of the events. But it's absolutely wild. Like, I can't believe a friend group would just respond to a situation like that. That's real cold, bro. So the internet went to absolute town and started dragging him. This person said, Chibi reviews trying to consume NTR after 2/13/26. NTR, if you guys don't know, is a type of hentai where it usually involves cheating, where there's a person and there's the girl, and then the girl is... It's bad. And apparently that's content that he kind of liked and consumed and supported, and people were like, wow, you supported. It's one of the controversial contents of hentai where people are like, this is just really, really bad, and now he's experienced it, and it's oof. This one said, woke up having no Valentine, but remember, Chibi Reviews doesn't have a Valentine either? Oh my god, bro. When you just had the worst day of your life, but Chibi Reviews is high-key suffering. That's crazy work. Somebody else said, what kind of reviews did Chibi Reviews make to get the whole internet to hate on him like this?
Why do so many people hate him? I don't get it.
I don't know who he is, and it had nothing to do with his reviews, but oof. This person here said, bro was bragging about his fiance and calling people losers just because he had a fiance and all that. Now she cheated on him with his best friend. That's karma at its finest.
Okay. So it's a, if you're a broke boy, just say so type of situation.
Let's up those numbers!
Subscribe.
Don't feel bad for Chibi Reviews. He deserved everything. I recommend him to delete his Twitter. He's crying right now, but you'll see he'll be posting incest stuff again in like 10 hours. Why would I feel bad for Chibi Reviews? He's made tons of false accusations against me to push his agenda.
Bro could have simply just cucked. Easy win-win. Yeah, but pray that doesn't make its way onto the internet, or else you'd be the next Sneeko.
He can go F himself or go back to his no game, no life body pillow, the character that is canonically 8 years old. This person said Chibi Reviews mocked a 17-year-old suicide, sides with ICE, supports Trumps, he's friends with racists, supports R-Tone, is a lolicon, and supports
Shut the fuck up.
with racist, supports our tone, is a lolicon, and supports incest, and he will be getting fried. This person said, I've gotten so many death threats for being black from him and his lolicon fan base. Why the F should any of us care? Last one I'll read is this one, where this person gave like a...
Oh, okay. So he's the weird type of anime fan then. Well, yeah, clearly. So this guy, like, just got what was coming to him at this point then.
bit of a neutral take about being on the outside in, saying Chibi's a very interesting character to watch. It's crazy how much he shares his private life online, giving his haters...
But it sounds like this guy's just on the opposite side of the Hassan mob. Like, no matter what his political beliefs are, what his personal beliefs are is more what I care about. Because if he supports Lolly and stuff like that, and has a body pillow of a character that's canonically 8 years old, yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. And deserves whatever downfall comes his way.
more ammo. He constantly...
Why the fuck can't I exit this? Oh my fucking god.
and he
There
will
we
be
go.
getting fried.
We're
This
back.
person said, I've gotten so many death threats for being black from him and his lolicon fan base. Why the F should any of us care? Last one I'll read is this.
I threw my water bottle at my keyboard and somehow it clicked a button and made me open a Google Doc. I don't know how that happened.
This one where this person gave like a bit of a neutral take about being on the outside in, saying Chibi's a very interesting character to watch. It's crazy how much he shares his private life online, giving his haters more ammo. He constantly engages in negative engagement farming, and the controversy blows up in his face. The only way to rectify his character is to give the benefit of the doubt, but it becomes excessively difficult with so many iterations. There are already people at this point who are doubting his story entirely, saying that it doesn't make sense, saying things like if he was to be taken to the hospital, that they would hold him for at least 3 days. If that was the case, that he was a danger, saying that the story with his friends don't make 100%, that they want to see the other side. So a lot of people doubt Chibi and feel like that he's doing this to kind of garner sympathy for, you know, whatever reasons he would want to garner sympathy for. And he also said, putting aside morals and ethics, this is an objective look at Chibi's ascension to become the ultimate loud cow. Negative engagement farming is playing with fire that many include.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because it sounds like he's been involved with some unsavory activities in the past, to say the least. So, and this is me not doing any research. So don't mass dislike my fucking video again because I didn't do research. I'm watching a video. This is the video I'm watching. These are the things they're telling me. These are the things that I know about the person. The things I know about the person are from the video I'm watching. That's it. I don't know this guy.
Myself engage in, but because Chibi is so compromised,
Like,
private
damn.
details to the public, it is way more dangerous for him. So when you make content on the internet that's based on negativity, you tend to create enemies, right? That's why I have no enemies, okay? Except for Johnny Somali and the black dude that dances too much every time he eats and says shark bite, okay? But when you put it in there into the workforce, the internet will be paying attention. They will be watching and they will respond when things, and they will be praying for your downfall, right? And the more and more you feed into that negative energy, the bigger and bigger it gets. And then when you have one of your bad days, oh boy, they will be there to watch and be very happy about it. Anyway, he finished and said, despite this, he never quote unquote bends the knee, which is commendable to his fans, but his haters keep multiplying every time a new controversy occurs. He's also incentivized by the money that comes with playing
did
with
you just
fire
type
and the cycle
numbers?
continues. So The idea of the whole bending the knee and those alt-right grifts and left and right and saying certain things and supports and stances is that when you participate in rage culture or rage baiting or negativity, there's an economy around it. And you guys can see this at politics everywhere, left and right. Twitter is quite literally the entire sphere is based on lying and making people pissed off and angry and engagement baiting based off just disagreeing with each other and fighting. Is that nonstop? So when you can monetize it, then people feed the fuel into the fire and they participate in it. I don't think it's good for one's mental health, and I would just say someone's life in general, for that to be your whole shtick. But some people are built different. I couldn't do it though. I don't want to do that. Anyway, finish and saying every new round, the difficulty level of the game gets higher as his haters keep multiplying. He becomes more radicalized and will become more emboldened in his ideas that many find irredeemable, leading to bigger crash outs. This is a ticking time bomb that I can't look away from. So yeah, that was the tame version. There were endless posts, tweets, pictures, videos, artists drawing him being cheated on. Absolutely wow. Absolutely, guys. I'm just saying, I can't. It was so freaking bad, man. So my man's responded here and he said this: seeing how happy it would make my haters if I died, I live out of spite. Also, seeing what I've seen today, I'm going to double down too out of spite.
Oh, shit.
Man.
Here we go again.
Good. This is not good, man. You don't want to live out of spite, bro. You don't want to live because someone else. Oh, man. Oh, man. Before I go any further, to those that reached out, I promise to respond and go through all of it later. I noticed a pattern recognition from certain groups too today. Always the quote, party of acceptance people. Multiple flags are a big indication too. Oh, okay. So he's calling out anybody who has flags, usually a trans flag, Palestine flag.
Why was that so on time? I have no idea.
Ukraine flag. People who are activists who are trying to support causes, gay flags, whatever, whoever trying to support causes in their profile, and he's saying it's all of you people. Certain usage of gifs as well. Animals pretending to be human with subpar intelligence. Oh, yep. Full mask off. He's calling them animals and he's calling them stupid. Yeah, he said, I am also pro-ICE and I think illegal immigrants should not be in my country. This line confused me because in my opinion, right, after you're talking about what happened to you in your personal life, the cheating things that happen, you're sharing these things and these concepts, to immediately on the same day, the February 13th, to start talking about being pro-ICE and illegal immigrants and your political views, it feels like he's trying to establish himself like in the party, in the place, in that pipeline, and be like, this is a good reminder to let you guys know that these are all the causes that I support, by the way. And so if you support these two, like, I don't know. It's just a little bit weird to me, chat, because if a situation happened to me where I lost my friend, my social group, and my fiance, bro, I would not on the same day.
Marlon is live, Jorkit on stream. That was the wrong one.
Be talking about my political views. That's just me, though. However, do not think they are perfect. If you hate me and want me dead for that stance, that won't change my mind. Now, feel free to spaz out in my comments below and call me a racist, a cuck, loser, or whatever for a common sense takes. All your interactions have made me tremendous amounts of money spreading my name around. So I hope that pisses you off so much. So he's saying, look, you guys all hate me, but hey, I'm making money off of this. Kind of similar to what that comment says, where the rage, the hate, that energy.
Yeah, this guy, I'm not gonna lie, this guy kind of just sounds like a piece of shit. Who's like way too full of himself for making a successful anime reaction and review channel. Like, dude, you're not special. I'm doing the same level of content as you.
Is an ecosystem for people who participate in it. And then he said, with that, I bid farewell for tonight. I bid thee farewell. So you think that maybe he might take some time off the internet, refresh, rejuvenate, kind of get his head on straight? Nope. Next day, man said, update, going to the gym, seeking therapy, and fighting to obtain my ultimate goal of happiness. Also, never bend the knee, everyone. It's easy to do, but never bend the knee no matter what you face in life. This idea of just never bending the knee, never kneel to the woke mob. Never bend the knee.
So I'm pre-recording this video in advance to just make sure everybody's on the same page, and also what steps I'm going to be taking for the upcoming days. First off, as you can see, I am alive, I'm still here, and I'm taking every day one step at a time to basically piece everything back together and obtain my main objective at this point. And that main objective is happiness. To be
Why is his face so fucking round? It is, isn't it? Minecraft, but if it was circles.
To obtain happiness and joy and everything like that and fight for a really wholesome future. That is the objective and long-term goal that I have envisioned right now. Now, to be able to achieve that...
It's because this guy already has a round face and he decided to get a round haircut as well. To make his face even more round. See, this is what you don't do. Maybe if he could grow a beard, he wouldn't have such a round face.
Obviously, there's a lot of steps that I need to take. And
But if you can't grow a beard, the next best thing is to get a haircut that actually suits your head shape.
a lot of days and a lot of things I want to
Looks minimizing.
have to get through to be able to do that. But for starters,
Oh,
for these next few
shit.
days, I'm going to be spending time with my loved ones, and I'm going to be just, talking with them about everything. I'm going to be talking with them about, seeking out therapy. I'm going to be, going to the gym as well. That is my 100% objective, is to go to the gym pretty much every single day if I can do it.
All right, so you guys know the trope where it's like, hey man, welcome to the gym. You know, when a situation happens with your girl, it doesn't work out. Hey man, welcome to the gym. We're here. It's what you should do, 100%. Okay, there's still a lot of people who have like this negative stigma when it means like coming to the gym and not getting like
Loved zeros.
therapy. And
Bro has no loved ones. It's loved zeros.
I also think that therapy is helpful, but it's very important to go to the gym generally because you're taking care of your physical. It's very important to take care of your physical body, and it's also very important to take care of your mental. It's also important.
Okay, but lifting weights also takes care of the mental as well. I mean, temporarily, but,
kind of like stay moving as well. So I never understood why people have like a negative trope when it comes to like going to the gym in order to protect your mental health. In terms of happiness, it does sound like he's trying to lean on support groups, which is what you should do probably if you're in this situation. It does seem like he's trying to get some therapy, which is what you should definitely do when you're in this situation. My concern is that Chibi Reviews just seems to be in a guy who's in a permanent state of like a toxic internet culture. And I don't know how you stay mentally afloat after all of these years and going forward when you participate in it. In my opinion, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where if I'm on Twitter for like more than 10 or 15 minutes, I feel like
studies show that it actually does help with depression. Yeah, no, I know that firsthand. Because when I wasn't going to the gym, when I was dirt poor and I had no money for food, and I wasn't going to the gym because of that reason, I was very depressed. And not even just because I couldn't go to the gym, also because I was poor and had no money and couldn't eat. But that's a different problem entirely.
I'm losing brain
Therapist's gonna refund this guy?
cells. I feel like it's literally bad toxic energy, which is why I've
Sad
been kind of
lore
staying away
drop?
from it for the most part. I haven't always caught up on everything that's occurring, but
Yeah, this was me during that time.
Michael, don't leave me here. Michael, help me.
So if you want to help me not be poor,
Let's up those numbers.
yeah, he said he's going to do all of these things to basically focus on himself and find happiness. And I guess the only thing I'd say about finding happiness for those of you guys at home who might be in similar situations is that happiness is an interesting concept. It's something that if you look for it externally, you probably won't find it. It's more so internal and finding the things that cause you to not feel an emotion that you could feel today or now and figure out why that emotion seems to be grayed out or unavailable for you. It's an internal emotional exploration that I think is very good to undergo with therapy, but it's also good to go to the gym because the gym has a positive effect on both your physical and it also affects your mental as well.
And then on top of that as well, my other objectives is to be able to get back on my horse and just make content every single day like I always have done about anime, manga, censorship, news, or anything that I really am interested in at that given moment. But for right now, what I'm doing, and the reason why this video, I'm just making it very brief, is that I am still here, and I have read everybody's comments. I have seen what you have said, and I plan to respond to as many as I possibly can in the upcoming days. But for now, I'm just going to take a little bit of a break for a few days, and I will be
I'm going to take a little bit of a break. Why does he sound like
get back
Gru?
on that horse, and I will start making content once again. But I want to say, guys, for everyone out there, I do thank you. This is a shout out to all of you out there that has been very supportive.
Am I wrong? Does he not sound like Gru from Despicable Me?
For now, though, I will see you for now. I might be back late Monday, maybe Tuesday, in terms of making content again. But for right now, spending time with loved ones and figuring out plan options of therapy and everything that needs to be done for now. So with that, though, thank you guys. You have a very blessed day, and thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So saying thank you to his community on YouTube, support him greatly. Okay, completely 180 from what you would see on Twitter, where a lot of people are saying, get well, go to the gym, you'll do better, you'll be fine, you'll get over this. It's all going to be Daijambo. But yeah, guys, that's the GB review situation in a nutshell. Okay, I think going forward is going to be kind of business as usual. I'm guessing he's going to be responding to the haters as well on Twitter. There are posts out there where people are kind of looking into his private life, talking about the fact that apparently
Throw some Ben Shapiro commentary over this. No, we're gonna go to ChatGPT. And we're gonna do this. Put the Chibi reviews drama in Marvel Rivals terms. Do you edit your videos? No. Not anymore. Can I ask it to read it out loud? Wait. Copy. Text to speech. Copy. Paste.
Sign in is required to continue with this
Oh my
premium
fucking
voice.
God.
Or, if you prefer, you may switch to a free unlimited voice.
Why is it not already on the free one?
Sign in
Oh
is
my
required
fucking
to
God.
continue with
Fine, I'll read it. One player running full DPS outrage build, spamming accusations on cooldown. Another running stealth passive aggressive tweets, applying slow and confusion. What? A third player just spectating but pinging nonstop like to farm and like question mark to farm engagement. Chibi didn't even realize he was in ranked until his notifications started exploding. Now he's stuck in a 3v1 situation, getting hit with clip miscontextualization, critical damage, quote tweets, AoE splash damage, old screenshots from Season 2 debuff receipts. At first he tries to play defense, dropping clarification shields and context barriers, but the enemy team keeps rotating and respawning because the algorithm buff keeps their ult charge max. Meanwhile, the audience is like random teammates in solo queue. Some are AFK, some are saying, bro, just mute and move on. Some are fading the enemy team by spreading half the story. Damn, wait, that's crazy. You have to edit this shit now? No, I don't. I'm gonna leave it how it is. Anyways, chat, if you enjoyed the video,
Let's up those numbers!
like and subscribe, and let me do my outro, because apparently it's not my intro anymore because I forget to do it every single time I start a video.
Uh-oh.
I did not say that.